VANIVIKAS Classics presents The Last Leaf, summary by O. Henry. Welcome to VANIVIKAS Classics. Today's story is The Last Leaf by O. Henry, a story about friendship, hope, and the power of sacrifice. The story takes us to a small part of Greenwich Village in New York, where two young women named Sue and Johnsy share a little studio apartment. Both are artists who dream of becoming successful painters. They are not sisters by blood, but their friendship is deep and full of love. One winter, a terrible illness called pneumonia spreads through the city. Many people fall sick, and sadly, Johnsy becomes one of them. The doctor visits her and tells Sue that Johnsy's health could improve if she truly wishes to live. He says that medicine can help only when the patient has hope. But Johnsy has lost that hope completely. She lies silently on her bed, staring out of the small window beside her. From that window, she can see the wall of a neighboring building covered by an old ivy vine. The cold wind has already shaken most of the leaves off the vine. Johnsy begins to count the leaves as they fall. One evening, she whispers to Sue that when the last leaf falls, she too will die. Sue becomes frightened and begs her not to think like that. But Johnsy only smiles weakly and keeps looking outside. Sue tries everything to comfort her friend. She sings softly, she reads stories, she paints beside her bed, but Johnsy does not respond. Her eyes remain fixed on the vine. As the days pass, the number of vines decreases. At last, only one leaf is left on the vine. She worries that her friend may lose all hope when the final leaf falls. Desperate and heartbroken, she goes downstairs to meet an old painter named Behman. Behman is 60 years old. He is rough in speech but kind and hurt. He often talks about painting a great masterpiece before he dies. But he has never actually created it. When Sue tells him about Johnsy's strange belief, Behrman becomes deeply concerned. He says that it is foolish for someone who gives up on life because of a leaf. That night, a cold storm rags through the city, the rain pours heavily, and the wind blows fiercely. Sue closes the curtain, afraid that the last leaf will be gone by morning. When dawn arrives, Johnsy wakes up and asks Sue that raise the curtain. To her surprise, the last leaf is still there. It hangs bravely on the vine, green and strong against the cold wall. Johnsy looks at it again and again. She whispers that she thought it would surely fall during the night. As the day passes, the leaf continues to cling to the wall. Then another day comes. It is still there. Something changes inside Johnsy's heart. She realizes that her thoughts were wrong. She says to Sue that it is a sin to lose hope and wish for death. She wants to live and paint again. From that moment, her recovery begins. Her face becomes brighter and her voice stronger. The doctor visits and smiles, saying that she will soon be perfectly fine. But that same afternoon begins sad news. The old painter Beheman has fallen seriously ill. He has found in his room downstairs, wet and cold. His shoes and clothes were soaked with rain and he had caught pneumonia. A few days later, Beheman dies. The neighbors find a ladder, a lantern, and some bruises near his bed. On the wall outside, where the ivy vine grows, The last leaf still hangs fresh and green. Then Sue and Johnsy realizes the truth. That leaf is not real. It is Bahman's painting. On that stormy night, when everyone else was safe inside, Bahman went out into the cold and painted perfect image of an ivy leaf on the wall. He did it so that Johnsy would see it in the morning and find hope to live. That was Bahman's masterpiece. He lost his life, but he saved another. The story ends with a powerful message. Life is precious and hope is the strongest medicine of all. Sometimes one small act of kindness can change someone's entire world. Bahman never became a famous artist, but his final painting became eternal. It was not made on canvas, it was painted with love, sacrifice, and the spirit of humanity. You have been listening to the Lost Leaf summary by O. Henry, presented by VANIVIKAS Classics. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more timeless tales that inspire and heal the soul.